Good afternoon. I'm Illinois Transportation Secretary Randy Blankenhorn, and I'm truly honored to be here today. Joining us, we have a bit of a who's who in Will County, and I want to thank Leader Durkin and members of the General Assembly for being with us, many of our Will County board members, and a number of our Joliet aldermen. Thank you all for coming. Today would not be possible without the leadership of someone who truly understands and values what investing in infrastructure and what its importance to Will County and the state's economy are. Every time he says that he wants to spend more and more money on infrastructure, billions and billions of dollars, it makes me smile. And with no further ado, to talk about what we're here to announce here today, ladies and gentlemen, Governor Bruce Rauner.
Thank you very much, everybody. This is an exciting day, very exciting. It's an honor to be here. You know what? This is moving Illinois' economy forward. Illinois is the transportation hub of America. Will County is the transportation hub of Illinois. And we are all about growing jobs in Illinois, high-paying, high-quality jobs that are great careers for everybody. Transportation and transportation infrastructure is the foundation of doing that. And you know, we've got a lot of challenges in Illinois. We all know it. We read about them every day. We're trying to fix them. Every challenge we have will be overcome through more economic growth, through more jobs, more economic development, more economic empowerment. That's the answer to every one of our challenges. Today, we're about to announce a major step forward in growing jobs and enhancing the infrastructure here in Will County. Now, we've all been talking for years. We got a lot of traffic congestion on I-80, a lot of traffic congestion on I-55, and we've got the opportunity to dramatically grow our intermodal facilities here. We are the crossroads for America for rail, for highways and trucks, for waterway freight, as well as air. Right here in Will County is where all this comes together. And today, we're going to move this project forward. Now, we've had a lot of discussions, different options on the table, various things. The idea we're going to announce today, this has been discussed for years, hasn't been acted on. Time for action is now. We've worked for the last 18 months in our administration to try to leverage taxpayer money to get more private money to grow our economy. Get the maximum benefit, the maximum impact for our taxpayer dollars. That's what we're announcing today. Here today, we're announcing a joint venture, joint effort between the state of Illinois, the city of Joliet, the county of Will, along with CenterPoint Properties and the private sector to enhance the infrastructure here and dramatically raise the opportunity for more economic growth and more jobs. The state of Illinois is committing today to expand and improve the interchange at Houbolt Road, coming off of I-80, and it widened Houbolt Road coming south into this development here. And CenterPoint Properties is committing to invest somewhere, it's going to be probably about $170 million. 150 to 170 million dollars, private investment, no taxpayer money, to extend Houbolt Road coming south into this development and put a bridge over the Des Plaines River. Private bridge with a toll. They could privately manage, no taxpayer money, but provide quicker access coming off of I-80 and get rid of the traffic nightmare that's coming on 80, 53, 55, and blocking progress here. Huge development. And taxpayers leverage. We in Illinois, we're going to need to improve that interchange anyway. Now we can do it in a partnership, move up the time frame, and do it in conjunction with CenterPoint Properties, putting a private bridge over that can really expand the capacity here. Get more companies coming who want to build out warehouses, more companies who want to use our freight system, use our highways, employ the hardworking people of Illinois. Very, very exciting development. Massive leverage on hardworking taxpayer money in Illinois. $21 million. Leverage into $200 million of infrastructure improvement, more construction jobs to build it out, but long-term permanent jobs here in this fantastic intermodal facility. This is the largest inland port in North America, right here in Will County. And we're going to enhance it, make it even bigger, even stronger, drive more high-paying jobs. Very excited. With that, to talk more about the detail, I'll turn it back to Transportation Director Randy Blankenhorn.
Thank you, Governor. As he pointed out, this is not a new concept. This is an idea that had been around for many, many years. And as we started to put this thing together late last week, I looked at my calendar, and it was July 1st of last year that I sat down with members of CenterPoint's team, Will County, and the city of Joliet to talk about how we might come together with a public-private relationship to build something new to improve our infrastructure. A year later, we have an agreement. For those of you in the private sector, that sounds like a long time. In the public sector, that's light speed. To really bring, and I want to thank the city, I want to thank the county, and I want to thank our partners in the private sector, CenterPoint. It takes a lot of work to get to this point. The governor's correct in saying that this is a winner for everybody. What we're doing is essentially building a new connection, a new northern access point to Will County's intermodal facilities. We're going to build a divergent diamond interchange, and for those of you that haven't seen one yet, it's a new engineering philosophy about how we make interchanges work better. We've got one at I-88 and Illinois 59 up in Naperville, and we've got another one down in southern Illinois and Marion. This will be the third one that we build. It's more efficient, it's safer, and we're going to be able to move things faster. It's much more efficient traffic operations. While the interchange is the focal point, there will also be a new 4-lane road connecting I-80 to CenterPoint's operations via Houbolt Road, a direct route from I-80 for trucks entering and leaving the facility. About 11,000 vehicles a day would use it today, including 6,600 trucks. By the year 2040, we anticipate that it will grow to 30,000 vehicles a day and 18,000 trucks. Any of you that live and work in Will County will understand how welcome this is to try to improve the truck traffic along your roads, along our state highways, and give more direct access in them out of your communities and directly into the intermodal facilities. We've heard loud and clear that how the local communities, that local roads, state roads cannot continue to shoulder the burden. We had to find a solution that mitigates local issues while providing better access, better opportunities, and a better future for our freight and logistics businesses. Businesses and commuters that rely on that operating safety aren't the only ones to benefit. The Medewan Tallgrass Prairie and the Abraham Lincoln National Cemetery, two jewels of this state, can start to rest easy, knowing that some relief to their traffic concerns is on the way. Because of the governor's leadership and by everyone working together, we have arrived at a good solution for everybody for a local, regional, and state transportation problem. To talk more about the local benefits, I'd like to start by introducing Larry Walsh, County Executive, Will County. Larry?
Well, thank you, Randy. Thank you very, very much. Welcome everyone to Will County this morning for a great show here in an announcement. First off, I want to thank the governor and Randy to Will County. I know that they had a great tour of CenterPoint's properties and all the amenities that we have right around this vicinity. By working together, we can get things done. And a great example of that is public-private sectors getting together to solve their problems. Just as Randy has said, a year ago that we met and sat down and started to talk about how we could share in maybe the cost, share in the responsibility, share in the results. And it has taken that length of time, which, like he says, in governmental years, that was pretty short. And so anyway, but I am glad to hear that since the announcement of a budget a week ago, I want to thank our legislators that are here today that participated and worked hard and brought that together. And I said to Randy, this is the first time we can stand here and say, congratulations. He has the idea, he has the project, and he has a budget, and he has the money. And that is proven to help make what the governor has talked about as far as jobs and investments and more investments that are going to take place in the spark plug of Illinois called Will County. So Will County remains to be a great place to work, to live, and to raise a family. Years ago, 16 years ago, I participated in the signing with Governor Ryan in the results of transferring the old arsenal into the JADA organization. And Centerpoints was a major player in that. And so at the end of the day, this is a great time that we are now going to build a structure. We're going to build a road that is basically going to make our other roads safer. Because at the end of the day, safety on our roads is one of the most important parts of this project. Yes, creating jobs for Local 150. Yes, bringing more investment here is important also. But more important than anything is the safety on I-80, safety on I-55, safety on the local roads of Will County. And that is what this project at the end of the day is going to be for us. So I look forward to working with Mayor Odekirk, working with the governor, working with the Secretary of Transportation. We all are going to work together and do our part in order to make sure that this project is a success for our people here and residents in Will County, the businesses that are in Will County, and the investors and businesses that are going to plan to come to Will County, because we have this kind of working relationship and business approach. So with that, I thank both Governor and Randy Blankenhorn for being here today to participate in this project, and look forward to work with all of them. Thank you.
Thanks, Larry. Next, I'd like to bring up Bob Odekirk, Mayor of the City of Joliet. Bob.
Good afternoon. I want to welcome everyone to the City of Joliet. Thank you so much for coming out today. This is a big day locally. It's been said before, but I do want to thank a few people. John Grueling from the Will County Center of Economic Development was instrumental in this deal happening. I want to thank Larry Walsh and the Will County Board for their support. I want to thank my colleagues on the Joliet City Council and City Manager Jim Hock. I want to thank Randy Blankenhorn at IDOT, and of course I want to thank our Governor, Bruce Rauner, for his support with this project. We know what we have here in Joliet and in Will County is, I believe, the primary area of economic development in the entire state of Illinois. We've known that for some time. We also have known that the local infrastructure cannot keep up with the development that's happening here. So we reached out, as was said a year ago, we reached out with the county, with IDOT, and with the governor, saying we need help here in Joliet. We know the jobs are being created. We know the economic development that's coming into our city. We need help. And as the governor said, this was government working well. You have a $21 million investment that's leveraging basically $200 million of private investment into our area. So I've been to the local meetings with CenterPoint. I've heard the complaints from our residents. We've all heard them. And I think people in Joliet, people in Will County, and the people of the state of Illinois should know that this is government working well for them. We've heard their complaints. We're addressing what needs to be done, and we're doing so in a fiscally responsible manner. So again, Governor Rauner, thank you for your foresight and your vision in investing in Will County and in Joliet. Mr. Walsh, thank you for all your work, County Board. And again, thank you everyone for coming out today.
Thanks. We are open for questions.
Yeah, why don't you stay here with us? Anybody questions? Yes, sir. Yeah, so we're hoping to, the studies are going to be underway right now. We're hoping to start construction next year and hoping to have construction completed end of 18, beginning of 19.
What about I-80? It's 2 lanes all the way through Joliet, all the way through the west. This bridge is great for here, but what about I-80?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, I-80 is certainly in our long-term plans to widen to the east, or to the west. We've done it to the east. Until we have new revenue, it's simply going to have to stay on the back burner, but we're ready to go. We're looking at widening the bridges now so that when we're ready to build that, when we have the resources available, we'll be able to move forward.
I'll say this on that topic. we need to invest far more in our infrastructure. That project is one in particular. We need to get a truly balanced budget, and we need some reforms to be able to attract a few more businesses here to grow the tax base so we don't have to keep raising our taxes. Once we get a balanced budget, my priority is going to be putting a very big infrastructure plan in place, both bonded as well as just part of our budgeting process every year, and put a lot more money into constructing our various transportation facilities. We can grow the Illinois economy dramatically by investing in our transportation infrastructure, and that's going to be part of it. Yes, sir.
Does it also go for the Weber 55 interchange?
Weber, yeah, we'll talk about that one.
Again, Weber 55, we're looking at a number of interchanges along I-55 and along I-80. In this year's program, we have some engineering to start to look at what we might do and what makes sense in what order. But again, this is part of our long-range plans, is to make improvements to those interchanges.
So this is supposed to come, Weber was already planned and ready to go, so
Yeah.
is this one going to go over?
No, the Weber Road project, we're still working with the county. It's still on track. And I believe that the legislation passed it gave you the authority, Larry, to do quick take on it, and we're ready to go. So.
Yeah, we did want to make this interchange a priority because to have the opportunity to leverage $170 million from the private sector, dramatic, and to increase the safety, reduce the truck traffic, and get quicker access in these facilities, we're going to appeal to a lot more of America's companies who want to have their warehouses here and take advantage of facilities now with this new bridge. Yes, sir.
The toll bridge we were talking about over the river, that will be operated by the tollway authority, by the county, by the city, what's going to happen?
Yeah, no, the current plan, CenterPoint is building it, CenterPoint is going to run it. We'll talk about what joint decision-making there may be, but this is their $170 million. They're very incented to make sure that a lot of traffic gets in there, and it brings much more warehouse investment, because that's where they really get their return on the capital that they put here. They put billions of dollars into these facilities here, so they're going to want to keep it, make sure it's attractive. I've got a lot of trucker friends. I know how they don't like paying tolls, so I mean, we're going to have to keep the tolls pretty modest and make sure a lot of traffic gets driven over there.
One thing that I will add is that from a tolling perspective, we'll be working with the tollway. We want a transponder to look like the same transponder they would use on the tollway system. Make sure it's all interoperable in that way. So the tollway will certainly have a role in that piece of it.
Yes, sir.
You have to keep the tolls modest. Will CenterPoint have total control of the tolls, or will the state and local government have?
That's one time.
Yeah. Under existing state statute, Will County sets the toll rates, so they will negotiate that with CenterPoint, and that's where the responsibility lies, is with the county of Will.
Great. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
I'm going to skew a little bit away from the topic at hand. There's a lot of things happening in Chicago with regards to protesting. And a lot of these protesters spilling over into the roadways and specifically expressways. How is IDOT, state police, how, if any, changes will be made?
Yeah, so I'd like to keep the questions. I'll come and meet with you off topic with you if you'd like. Just very quickly, we've asked the Illinois State Police to up the manpower and the patrols on the highways in and around Chicago, because so much of the gang violence has spilled over. People are getting away, frankly, and shooting at each other as they get on and off of these exit ramps on the highways. Our responsibility as State Patrol is for security there, so we're upping the effort, and we're in very close coordination with Chicago Police Department on that. Yes, sir.
The CenterPoint is building the bridge. I assume they'll be collecting all the tolls, or is that to be determined?
What's your thought?
Yeah, I think the toll collection is a little bit yet to be determined. It'll be CenterPoint's responsibility, whether they want the back office, for example, to be part of the tollways responsibility. I think that's something they'll have to work out between the two agencies.
Secretary, I think this is probably for you. There's one intersection you'll have is Route 6. Will there be an exit on Route 6, or will the bridge go straight over and hook up with Houbolt up on 80?
No, there will be an intersection at Route 6. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks very much, everybody.